The Reddit army of amateur investors are at it again after pushing the video game retailer Gamestop, their shares to dizzying highs. Members of the online chat forum are now doing the same for silver, it seems. Prices for the precious metal jumped 11% at one point, reaching an 8-year high. Let's talk about this with James Koutoulas, a global board member of the Hedge Fund Association and chief executive of Typhon Capital Management. He's in Miami Beach. Good to talk to you. Thank you for your time. What do you make of this? Is silver another GameStop?
Well, it sure looks like it today. I wouldn't underestimate the ability for the bad guys on Wall Street, so to speak, which obviously I could be considered one of, to infiltrate these chat rooms. Though, whenever there's this much money on the line, you've got to assume that big Wall Street firms are involved, and silver has been a pet project for many commodity investors for 20 and 30 years.
And were they shorting it?
Well, there's been speculation for years that the theory that's been put forth in these Reddit message boards, namely that the quote-unquote paper silver positions that have been sold massively exceed the amount of silver reserves. So the CFTC the Commodities Futures Trading Commission did an investigation on that. They found no evidence that was the case. I want to say maybe 5-6 years ago. But it's been a long-held theory.
Because the position of a lot of people in the so-called Reddit army is that the fat cats need to take a hit, that they've been betting on the fact, as we say, shorting, betting on the fact that shares that would go down, the value would go down. In this case, I mean, who is taking a hit? Are you, for instance?
We aren't taking a hit in either of these trades. I mean, we generally avoid illiquid stocks like GameStop and AMC, so we've stayed out of that fray. We are a very successful metals trading firm. We are not involved in this particular trade, the silver short squeeze, but movements like this do tend to be beneficial for us, and that we focus on within spread trading within commodities. So big moves like this tend to cause dislocations in the spreads. So we're waiting to see what happens before we play in this particular case.
And as you've hinted at, a lot of the approach of the so-called Reddit army hinges on a belief that traders, generally the professionals, are not on social media, haven't spotted what's going on. You think that's naive?
Yeah, I think that's really naive. I mean, professional investors have been algorithmically trading based off sentiment data on Twitter for at least 5 years. Traders are among some of the first internet message board users. So I would be shocked if you don't have, even prior to GameStop, if you don't have portfolio managers at multi-billion-dollar firms in these groups. Now, that being said, it doesn't look like Melvin Capital had anyone in the groups to see what was going on, given how much money that they've lost in this. But I think it's really naive to think that, one, professionals aren't in the groups, and two, that they aren't potentially influencing what's going on.
And we've heard from people selling silver, and presumably it's the same for people mining silver, that they're making very good money out of all this. Do you have a sense of where this might go next after GameStop and silver? What's next?
That, who knows? We'll see. It'll be entertaining, though.
All right, James Koutoulas, thank you very much.